good, man.
It'll be a hot day, man.
Toyota Truck presents Fish TV in high definition. Brought to you in part by Mercury, #1 on the water, and Rapala, crafted from experience. With your hosts, Leo Stackos and Ron James.
All right, easy, easy, easy.
That's a good. He pounded that thing, buddy. He pounded
That's a cow.
Whatever it is, he pounded it. Oh, look at the size of this walleye, buddy. Look at this, buddy.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we came here for, bud.
Look at that. I got to tell you, if it's going to be like this all day long,
Oh my.
we are going to have one fantastic day. Oh, man. He pounded that thing
Yeah, man.
right on the top lip.
Look at that. Look at the size.
That is classic Leo Stackos right there.
Oh, listen to him. That's classic walleye, Detroit.
I'll tell you what, folks. Hi, and welcome to the show. I'm Leo Stackos.
I'm Ron James.
And we are going walleye fishing in the Detroit River with our good friend Sean Patterson. And I got to tell you guys, if this is any indication of what our day is going to be like,
Holy man, look
we are
at
going to have one fantastic day. That
like a
fish just
6
pounded it.
5 or 6 pounder. Buddy,
Now that's a beauty, buddy.
that's a nice one. That's a great spawning fish, you know
Get
that?
this thing fish back in the water here.
Nice big female.
Pull the sleeve up. All right. Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's a better fish. No, sheep's head. Or, oh, it's a little
Another silver bass.
hammered it, bud.
Well, now we know what that school of fish is down there.
Look at these.
He ticked it, did he?
Oh, just hammered it. I don't feel the weight of that. That's a walleye, bud. Yeah, it's a nice fish, bud.
It was a good hit.
That's a good one right there.
Nice fish.
Yeah, 4.5, 5 pounder. Nice looking fish.
Look at that.
Look at how silver they are in here,
Now
eh?
that one hit hard.
Nice.
But that's what you come to the Detroit River for, right there. Nice fish.
Yes. 4 pounder?
Just pounded it. That might be a little bit bigger than a 4-pounder.
Think so?
The old taxidermy trick right there. See that? Hold it underneath the belly, and then
And then let him go. Not supposed to move though.
Nice little Detroit River walleye. Nice. Very nice.
I just lost one just right after before you reeled that one in. I just finished getting a hit just 2 seconds before you did.
Smallmouth, buddy.
Come on.
Yeah. Little smallmouth bass. Whoa. See, I told you, you don't know what you're going to catch. Silver, smallies. There's some real big smallmouth in this river, man.
You know what? I wonder if that's the same one that just hit me.
This is just a little baby, but there's some hogs in here. Like, you can get them up to 5, 6, 7 pounds. Look at the difference in color here. Hey, Leo.
Oh, nice
How
and
white he
white
is.
and silver.
You don't even see the bars on them. Usually they got big black bars on them. He hit it pretty good, though. Nice fish for the bucket. Nice. That's the whole key. Just stay right on the bottom. That's a good one, too.
Yeah, look at this.
These little walleye are sitting right here and just eating.
Beautiful. Look at this.
A nice little leader, too, man.
Beautiful.
That might have been the same one.
I think so. I think it was, bub.
I think it was the same fish that come back up. What are you eating?
Sausage. Hey, if the fish can eat, I can eat too.
I like the way he shares his food.
I think we're going to get a lot more fish here, Ron. I think
so
they're, just
too.
kind
I
of,
think-
they're come swimming around here.
Well, it's funny because the wind's coming down this way. This shoreline should be just loaded full of fish. And you know what? We're fishing midday. I mean, you know, you wait another hour or so when the sun goes down, it's going to be crazy. I can tell you that right now. But this is a very, very big key, is to keep your line vertical. And that I can't stress how important that is, to keep your line vertical jigging straight up and down. I don't know what this is, but it's fairly heavy.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
You mean I have to move and get the net?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I felt that one, picked that one up. Look at that. That's a good one right there.
Got him in over here, buddy.
Nice.
You know what? I looked down at the fish finder and I said, you know what? One of us is going to get one here. So you know what? Let's move over to the left of the mud line, and I think we'll be able to get some more.
Perfect. Good call. I'm liking that. Oh, he's ready to go already. I can tell you that right now. Look at that. Right down to the bottom. Yeah.
What a hit that was, Ron. He just wheeled it.
Did it really? Oh yeah.
Wheeled it, man.
Here, we need the net.
Nice
Let me
one.
get the net. Let me get the net. Hang on, bud.
Just wheeled it, Ronnie.
Nice.
Tell you what a difference, Ron, when you're right above that fish.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice fish.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Beauty.
Good job, man.
There's I get to eat tonight, too. That is a perfect eating size fish.
Nice.
And that is going to be in my belly afterwards. Celebrate Sean's new kid coming. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Right on top, eh?
Oh yeah, buddy.
As soon as you saw that structure, you perked up like a teapot.
Another Detroit walleye. Look at that. Woo! It's funny, you know, you get down here in this river system, and the color of the walleye are totally different. You get up around the Kawarth areas in Ontario, and you can really see the distinct colors. They go like a green with a really white belly. That's a perfect walleye. Right there, man. Thank you very much.
It's staying down pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's good walleye. Nice.
Beautiful.
There we go.
Now that one just kind of picked it up, didn't it?
Yeah, he was just there, bud. He was just there.
Because I noticed you went to jig up.
Look at, caught him on the side of the mouth.
You went to jig up and then he was there.
I switched to black. I went to a black head, a little heavier.
You mean what I've been throwing?
Is that what you've been throwing? Every one of them's got that beautiful black mark there on their dorsal, eh?
You know what, Ronnie? I think you should keep that one. Have yourself some lunch.
I might have to.
It's time for Motor Guide Tackle Box.
So let's take a minute of the action and show you exactly what we're using today. I'll tell you what, when you're coming down to the Detroit River, you need a variety of jig heads. 5/16, 5/8 seems to be the weight to use down here in this current. Make sure you bring a lot of those because there's a few snags down here. Now, don't forget your Trigger X walleye Xanders. These are the 4-inch version. They got a variety of colors. If you're not using these, you're not going to catch a lot of walleye. These things, they love them down here in Detroit. Also, we're using the new Shift rod by Rapala. This rod is absolutely awesome. It's got a great backbone, a soft tip. What you need down here, use a fluorocarbon leader. The Suffix fluorocarbon leader is absolutely a must with a main braided line with a fluorocarbon tippet. Perfect, perfect, you can't go wrong. I gotta show you this. You've probably seen it out there as we were fishing. This is a new net by Freybill. This thing is dynamite. You could put it in any rod locker, anywhere in your boat. It stores perfect. Look at that. Comes right out, nice and easy to use. We never got any tangles in this net. This net is absolutely fantastic. You pick up all this stuff and come down to the Detroit River, get onto some of these walleye, you're gonna have just as much fun as we are right now. Let's get back to that action.
Just ate it too. Hey, look at it.
Yeah, that's the first one that's really come on and just pounded it. Look at that.
Look at that black spot on the tail there.
That's a Detroit walleye. Look at the black on the back of the dorsal.
I'll tell you, the biggest battle here, folks, is not the fish, but the biggest battle here is positioning your boat properly to match the current and the wind speed, because you really will have to keep that jig going straight up and down. The minute it starts going behind you or in front of you, you don't have an opportunity to flip that jig into the fish's mouth.
That's just, you know what, that's just perfect size for eating right there. Pound and a half. Any bigger, I like to let them go. They're good spawners. But just that right there, beautiful. That's a beauty. Nice fish, buddy.
It feels like a walleye.
This is a walleye.
Yeah, it's a nice walleye. There you go.
Nice.
That was a completely different hit
Really?
than the other ones. Yep. This one here just kind of nipped at it. I felt a sponge. Oh, and let them go.
Quick release.
You know, I always tell people it's free to set the hook. And I felt just a little bit of a sponge there, so I lifted up on it. And had I set the hook probably a little bit harder, that fish probably wouldn't have got off.
Portions of Fish TV are sponsored in part by Toyota Truck, Never Quit, and Coffee Time, where coffee time is anytime.
It looks heavy, bud.
Oh, this is heavy, man.
Oh, it's a sheephead.
Oh, is it really?
Oh,
Look at the size of this one, man.
That is a big
Oh,
sheephead.
is it ever heavy? Oh, look at it. Look at it. These are
If you
ugly.
think I'm grabbing that thing, you got another thing coming to you.
Look at this.
Yeah,
Walleye,
there you go.
sheep's head, silvers. Look at this, double. Here, have your fish. Nice.
There you go, you caught your muskie. That's my first muskie ever.
Come on.
All right, buddy. Yeah.
Now, Ron, how often do you see this when we're fishing back home? If there was any question before that we were doing urban fishing,
Yeah.
there's none now.
Okay, guys, we're going to take a minute and show you exactly how I clean a walleye. I'll tell you what, my favorite, right here, the Rapala electric knife. They are phenomenal. They fit my hand perfect. Got an easy button right on the top, and this is real simple, folks. Watch this. You take the blade this way, start it, just run right down to the backbone just like that. See how easy that is? Now, just turn and follow all the way down, just right to the tail, and then stop. Flip the whole fillet over like that. Run your blade right down. Look at that. Look at how easy that is. Beautiful fillet. The next time you're looking at a knife, I don't care whether it's a regular knife or a deluxe fillet knife just like this, look at Rapala because they got them all. Now let's get back to that walleye action. There you go, bud. Nice. Okay, guys, it's funny, you know, we just pulled up. We're fishing along this little trench here on the Detroit River, and we've seen the Fishery and Wildlife Service, and I just curious to see what you're doing. You guys are out here doing a bunch of dredging, it looks like, so tell me what's going on.
Well, it wasn't really dredging. We've been working with the Canadian government, the U.S. Canadian government, have a collaborative study going on. We've been doing some work in this section of the river for about 3 years now.
Yep.
The result of that was the fact that they put in an artificial spawning reef, actually 12 of them, that span the course of the channel.
The impetus for starting this project and identifying this location is lake sturgeon. Ultimately, that's our target species, but we knew that anything we put in here was going to benefit other species of fish. We did a similar project up at Belle Isle in 2003, 2004, and we had 2 species that were utilizing the area. It was essentially void of any kind of habitat.
Really?
And after we put the substrate in there, we had 16 species that were spawning at the site.
Okay, so now what are these made out of? What is an artificial reef made out of?
Well, it's artificial because it wasn't part of the natural bed, but basically we use 3 different rock materials. We're using broken limestone.
Okay.
We're using kind of like a natural fieldstone, a rounded rock about the size of your fist or so, and then we use kind of a combination of the two. So we have like.
And you literally just load this up in the boat? Go out and drop it in a certain pattern, or
it's a dump barge. Essentially,
barge.
It is.
Yeah, GPS. With GPS satellite, they can get within a meter of the site. They get right over top of it. This was the home area. We built the site up at Belle Isle. Same thing. It was identified to really try and help promote sturgeon recovery efforts, both on the U.S. and the Canadian side. It's now listed in the province as threatened. It's listed in the state of Michigan as threatened. So we're trying to really enhance the sturgeon population. We used from that, we took sort of an adaptive management approach, learned from what was happening at Belle Isle. We knew there were a lot of species that were going to utilize this reef. So we built this one here with the idea that the sturgeon are back in this corridor. They're swimming through here on a continuous basis, and we built it in the fall of 08. In the spring of 09, they spawned on it.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
and they're not the only species.
No.
Let's face it. There's a ton of walleye here.
Yep.
Drum.
Whitefish
Lake whitefish.
Smallmouth.
Lake whitefish.
Whitefish.
First time in almost a century that they've been in this system spawning.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
you know what, folks? There you go. Canada, U.S. working together for the fisheries for you guys. Come on down to the Detroit River, get into some of this action. They're taking care of your fish for you.
Yep.
We'll be right back with some more Fish TV action.
Nice walleye.
You sure?
Oh, well, the way it ticked it should be. No, that's another silver. Look at the size of this thing.
Oh, that's a big one.
So I knew there was a school there, but I'll tell you, the way this thing hit, with the size of it, it actually felt like a big walleye.
Ooh.
Nice silver bass. Just beautiful. Little whitefish, herring, silver bass. Lots of fun. Let's get back in the water here. There you go. See you later, buddy. Thanks for coming out. Now again, it's real important. Watch your line as it's going down. The minute you see it go slack, pull up immediately because you don't want that current taking your line. There it is right there. I'm just going to stop right there. And all I'm simply doing is making sure I have contact with the bottom and giving it a little bit of a jig. I'm jigging it really, really slowly because they don't seem to be moving very fast. So once I notice the bite's starting to slow down a little bit, I also slow my presentation down. It's real important. There's Ronnie, you getting one right there.
Yeah, nice.
It's real important to make sure you pay attention to what the fish are telling you.
Another silver.
Look how fat they are. Oh, I just missed one there.
Catch those all day long. Wow. Oh, I seen that. I seen that.
I don't know if I think that's another
That's
little
another
silver
silver,
bass.
yeah.
Now that one, we're still sitting over top of that. Look at this.
Yeah, we're still.
As I was ripping up, that fish pulled it down.
You know what's amazing? How a little fish like that can pick up that 5/8 ounce jig down there. I guess there's so much current they don't even feel it, eh?
Well, we would never use something that's
No.
a really heavy jig.
Oh, it is.
And, you know, I'm always eerie about the fish feeling the bait and not having time to set the hook. But I'll tell you, if you don't have this, you're not going to catch fish here, folks. That's just the bottom line. There you go, buddy. Look at them. Just plain possum. Woo! See you later. Whatever this is, it's big.
Is it really?
It is. But look at it.
Oh, you got something major. What do you got, bud?
Whatever this is, it is big.
What do you got?
Look at it.
You think it's a walleye?
I hope it's a walleye. If it is, it's huge. Oh, what is that? I think it's like the big eye.
Oh, it's a huge
Oh,
walleye.
it's a huge steep. No, it's a huge sheep's head.
Oh, is it really?
Huge. Look at the size of it.
The big wall. Oh my goodness! Look at the size of this sheep.
I thought it was.
What's that thing? Go 10 pounds?
Look at the size.
Oh, goodness! I can't even lift it.
That's a big sheep's head.
Look at the size.
Oh, I almost threw
of-
my arm out. Now that is a big sheep's head.
You grab 'em like that. Look at the size of that thing.
I'll tell you what, this thing here thumped it so hard, I thought I had Moby Dick on.
You know what? Only a face a mother could love. I'll tell you that much.
You know what? That's why coming to the Detroit River is such a blast.
Oh, it's fun.
Silver bass, walleye, smallmouth, monster sheep's head.
Wow. I think that's the biggest one I've ever seen.
That's the biggest one I ever caught, I'll tell you that much.
Holy mackerel.
Beautiful, and you know what? It gets even bigger and bigger. All right, here we go.
Got some shoulders on it.
Whoop.
And there it goes. Buddy, you might have that sturgeon.
You know what? They said there's going to be sturgeon here.
It could be one.
It could be a sturgeon or it can be a big walleye, one or the other.
I don't think it's a big walleye.
Or a muskie, one or the other.
I think it's a big sheep's head.
Pulling that much drag?
Yeah. It is.
It's been fantastic. We've got smallmouth, silver bass, sheep's head, walleye, you name it here. Everything on the Detroit River. I want to say a special thank you to my good friend Sean Patterson for inviting us down again. And don't forget our coffee host for the whole show.
Randy.
I got to tell you guys, we've had a great time on this trip here. You got to get out here to the Detroit River. Fishing at its finest, and talk about urban fishing. Until next week, guys, I'm Leo Stackles.
I'm Ron James.
We'll see you next time on Fish TV.
Only a face a mother could love.
Fish TV has been brought to you in part by PJ's Pets. Next to you, we're your pet's best friend. And Frayville, innovating the outdoors.